It's Saturday right now and I'm having a little solo day going to some spots in Williamsburg I've been wanting to try. First one is a coffee shop called PPL. Got a hot honey slice. Hi everyone, it's Sunday and I'm getting ready to head out. Well, I'm pretty much ready. I just need to put on my coat and I want to film a little before shot of my hair. I'm going to get my hair done today. It desperately needs it. It definitely needs a cut, which is what I'm scheduled for. But I just realized, and I was planning on doing a little bit more color this time because I've been growing out my natural color. This is all root. And it's definitely gotten a lot darker, and honestly, like, I'm cool with it. I think I like the darker base on me, but I think I do want to bring up a little bit of more lightness just around my face, like a little face framing highlight. And I just got like an email confirmation to sign a form for my appointment, and I realized that I'm only scheduled for a cut. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do any color depending on her schedule. So we'll see. 4 months since I got it cut last. So it's definitely overdue. Okay, let's go. I go to Fox and Jane salon in Bowery. I see Rowan, who is the best, especially at like blonde. I mean, that's every time that I've gone to her, that's what I've done. So like, I'm sure she's great at other things too, but I have great experience with her lightning hair. It was like 50 the last couple days. And today I looked at the weather and it's 35 and it says chance of snow at 10 a.m., which is when I need to be getting to my appointment. So we'll see about that. Just got my cut and it looks a million times better already. And now we're gonna bring up a little bit of color towards the front. She said we're gonna do like a 7 foil. There's a term and I forgot it already, but. Terrifying. And she's fresh. I like this. It looks so much better and healthier. Even just the cut, she did the cut first and I was like, amazing, so much better. And then she did such a good job of keeping it like kind of subtle and natural looking, bringing up a little more brightness around my face. It was basically, she called it a single panel highlight. So it was just like 7 foils around my face and then a little bit back in here just to like blend it, and back here to blend with my natural color. So shout out Rowan at Fox and Jane Bowery. It started to snow when I was leaving. I went to a coffee shop for a bit and was reading and sipping on a cappuccino and watching the snow, and it was so cozy. And I'm supposed to go out tonight with my friends because it's a holiday tomorrow. But we'll see, as long as the snow stays away. Kristee crew, it is Tuesday morning, but the beginning the beginning of the work week after holiday yesterday. I went to Soul Cycle in the morning. It was freezing cold. And I think it's going to continue being freezing cold the rest of this week. We got snow overnight. It's so beautiful and I love looking out my window to the snow, even though it's kind of distracting because I have a view of the park and I can like watch kids go sledding down the hill in the park and it's so cute. Last night I filled out my Notion for the week, and I think what's helpful for me as far as like trying to look ahead with moving planning and balancing my work and everything that needs to get done over the next few weeks. We're in the 2-week countdown, by the way. Like 2 weeks from this past Saturday, I'm moving. So it's going on a week and a half now. I'm trying to be really strategic and manage my time well in the next couple weeks. So yeah, yesterday I went through and made like day by day goals of what I want to focus on to pack, because I'm going to start packing. I'm supposed to get my boxes dropped off by the moving company today. This is like the last look essentially of my apartment, not looking like a box messy disaster. Not that it ever looked that much better than that. What I'm liking to do is just having like a weekly running to-do list that I like organize by priority and by what day I plan to have it done by. I think I'm gonna do like long-term closet storage stuff first, just because that's the stuff I use the least. So in this closet, I have 3 closets in this apartment, which is honestly amazing for a studio. It's gonna be a good week. I have some fun plans. Also, I'm going to Hamilton this week on Thursday. I'm so excited. Got our 2-for-1 Broadway tickets. And on Friday I'm doing like a karaoke party, kind of. My friends and I rented out, there's a private karaoke space at Goldie's in Brooklyn, and they do 2-hour slots where you can just have the entire room to yourself and do karaoke with your friends. So a bunch of my friends are getting together, and it's kind of like my, oh, I didn't even realize that heater was on that entire time. I'm sorry if that was annoying. It's like I didn't want to do like a full going away party. I'm just inviting a bunch of friends to do karaoke together, and that's like my last hurrah before I move. Started kind of pushing my weekly to-dos into my daily planner. I feel like I've been a little bit planner organization obsessed in this new year, which I think everyone is to an extent in the new year, but I think I'm like, oh, maybe going overboard, just trying to mitigate any sort of like moving work stress that's hanging over my head. Tuesday, this is the Mind Your Business Planner by Nitsan Writer, by the way. A good structure in my opinion. I catch up on my emails and get started with my work day and just watch the snow fall out my window while this lovely background plays. Let's have a great week. Okay, success. It's lunchtime now, and 2 guys from Roadway just stopped by and dropped off my boxes, which was so nice of them. I got 10 medium-sized and 10 large boxes, and now looking at them, I know they're all flattened and like obviously it looks smaller here, but I'm like, I'm gonna need more than this. But yeah, I already have some like boxes I've been collecting just from shipments and stuff. So hopefully with this and this, I won't need to get too many more. They also gave me 4 rolls of tape, which is very nice. It is later now. I just logged off of work. It's dark outside. We are wrapping up the work day and moving into evening territory. So I put on some makeup. We're going to trivia tonight. I'm so excited because this has been something, and it's so funny because like going to a bar trivia night is the most easy, low-key, doesn't even take planning thing. But I've been trying to get my friends in different capacities to go to this trivia night at this Irish bar that I like for years, like probably 2 years, and it never works out. And we're going to the Clonard for trivia, and hopefully it's not too crazy packed. I'm going to touch up my hair, but honestly I'm not going to do that much. I'm just going to put a few waves in using this little heated round brush. I don't remember if I vlogged this or not when I first got it. I ordered it from TikTok shop, which is, I'm not gonna say embarrassing, but damn you guys, they are relentless. I first, at my friend's wedding in April last year, one of the girls did her own hair with one of these, but hers was different. She sent me the link. She got hers on Amazon, and I was like, oh, it looks so nice. Maybe I'll look into getting one. And then I just kind of put it off, and I was like, you know what? I don't really need it, and I have multiple other hair tools. So and then I forgot about it. And then this motherfucker came up on TikTok shop. It's called Wavy Talk is the brand. And I made the mistake of clicking that damn link once just to see like what the discount was. And you guys, it was almost comical how many videos they pushed onto my For You page about this stupid hair tool after that. Sorry, I don't mean to call you stupid as I'm using you, but whatever. But finally it got to a point where it was like, I clicked the link again later after so many videos and it went down to like $14 at one point. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. But when I first tried it, I just wasn't that impressed. But after playing around with it a little bit and putting it up to the highest setting, I use heat protectant, by the way. I finally figured out that I like it for my bangs. Like, I honestly like the blowout look it gives to the front of my hair, which is funny because I'm doing all of it right now. And also it just sticks in the middle, like it gets hair stuck in this part where it comes off really easily, so you have to be really careful. So I don't like that part of it. But right now, yeah, this isn't really gonna hold it. It's just gonna be more of a little bit of a body in my hair, but I'm going out into the snow to go to trivia anyway, so I'm like, it doesn't have to look perfect. It's probably gonna get all messed up. I like it. I think it'll work better on other people's hair. I think my issue is more so with my own hair than with the products that I try with. But you know, we have what we have. And do a little bit of packing until my friend comes by and we're gonna take the train together. About to do the bangs. Okay, so I've kind of done the pieces around that. I usually kind of do a longer piece with the bangs just so they transition nicely. And I just spin them away, hold it for like 10-15 seconds, and then roll it out. And I kind of like spin it around my hand and hold it as it cools for like 20 seconds. But yeah, this just gives... Okay, that one didn't turn out good. What did I do wrong? I think I need to like pull it out more. But yeah, it just kind of gives like a nice amount of body without giving super structured curls on me, at least, which is still nice. It's kind of like more of the blowout look. Better. I'm also still getting used to doing it since I got my hair cut. I mean, my bangs aren't drastically different. They were down here when I started to use this thing and now they're here. So I guess I don't need to like flip it out as early. So this didn't even turn out to be a useful video. But we're working on it and it gives like a little more volume by the face. I do think this is like curled too much. Good enough. It's gonna fall out anyway and this is just better than nothing. Off to brave the cold for the sake of bar trivia. Godspeed.
I played you Best Day of My Life by American authors.
Okay, here's the State of the Union in terms of the closet, which was my packing goal for yesterday. I didn't quite finish it, but whatever. There was so much random stuff at the bottom of this closet, so I went through that and put most of it that I want to keep in a box, but there's still some space in here that I can add things. These are like bags that I'm still currently using, but might not, like it's like a beach towel bag and stuff, so I think I might put it in this box that I have up here, which I kind of put up there to get out of the way before, and there's a bunch of bags in it, so it's not actually packed. And I also put things in boxes that had them still, like microphone, tech stuff. So I think I'm gonna bring this down and keep it on the floor here and keep like packing and organizing it throughout the next few days. And honestly, I don't have to do anything with the clothes because they're gonna bring wardrobe boxes for those day of. Ow. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw this stuff in here and deal with it more detailed later. So that's where we're at. It's closet number 1. And now I can keep storing things up there as I pack them. Actually getting ready today. I just needed to like motivate myself more. I'm just putting on the finishing touches before I start my work day. Honestly, my favorite day-to-day thing, if I don't want to put on actual lipstick or color, even if I'm just working from home, like I always spray a little bit of perfume on because even when I'm just like sitting here and I get a whiff of it or like off my wrist or something, it just like makes me feel so good and I love the smell of it. This is a new one that I got from Dossier. You guys know my obsession with Dossier. They have the best like replications of designer scents that smell amazing for a fraction of the price. This one is Ambery Cedarwood and it is inspired by Thierry Mugler Alien. I'm probably saying this wrong. Eau de Parfum. It's spelled like alien, but it's probably something completely different. I'm supposed to be learning French on Duolingo, but that word does not come up. It's a little bit different for me. I'm trying new scents in 2024, not just my go-to gourmand scents. Amber and vanilla, which are classics for me. Middle notes are jasmine, sambac, cedarwood, and top notes are mandarin, cardamom, and orange blossom. I love cardamom. Oh, it smells so nice. This is like a very sophisticated scent on my wrist and my neck. And if you don't know Dossier, I'm so excited that I'm partnering with them on this video because they're such an amazing brand and their mission is to deliver those high quality luxury inspired fragrances at a fair price, which we love to see. So if one of your goals for 2024 is to be like that perfumed smelling signature scent up your fragrance game kind of person, then and you don't want to break the bank for it, Dossier is the perfect way to try out these scents. They keep that exact same high quality by cutting out the brand tax where you're just paying like hundreds of dollars for the brand name essentially, but Dossier offers that same quality, same notes, you know, process, fragrance, but at a fraction of the price. They make luxury quality fragrances inspired by brands like Dior, Tom Ford, YSL, Chanel, like all of those super popular designer fragrances. They remove those retail markups so they can offer these iconic scents for between like $29 to $59. And it's also just a very risk-free way to try these. Like you can return them. They even sell some of their like best-selling scents at Walmart, so you can find a store locator to find one close to you and you can go and get them in person. I also picked out a couple other new scents this month. This one is Woody Sandalwood. It's inspired by Le Labo. Let's see what number. Santal 33, which is like one of their famous ones. And this concentration is 25%, which is the highest I've seen. Usually they're like 18 or 20. I actually had this scent before because Dossier also has home scents. They have candles and diffusers, and I got a diffuser of this and I loved it as a home scent. It's made my apartment smell like so fresh in like that kind of resort Santal vibe. It smells so like relaxing. Cedarwood, musk, sandalwood, amber. So it's very like musky sandalwood, kind of like sultry. Finally, I'm so excited about this one because like I said, I like getting into the more springy scents. This one is Powdery Peach, which is inspired by Jimmy Choo I Want You Eau de Parfum. It smells so good and yummy and like fruity without being overly sweet or too gourmand or anything. It has like such a good balance. Peach, tangerine, blackcurrant, white flowers, jasmine, vanilla, benzoin, patchouli. They have so many options and so many great like popular scents that you would want anyway, and a good way to try new ones too. So use code 10Kristee to get 10% off on dossier.co. I'll have it linked down below. Again, that's code 10Kristee for 10% off, which is already a low price that you're paying, so a 10% discount makes it even better. So thank you, Dossier. It's the end of the workday now. I did some more packing around lunchtime. I got like all of the drawers or like the side of my desk, which is a bunch of shelves, packed away. It's super easy because I have every shelf was like in a plastic organizer in there, so I just pulled them out and like stuffed some things between them and packed those things. So that was pretty simple, but still like a lot of things cleared out, which was good. Kind of like wrapping up my workday right now. I know I said before that these work week vlogs are barely focused on work just because everything that I'm doing and wanting to share is more moving related that I think you guys would be interested in anyway. Plus, I guess I'll give just like a little update since this is the work vlog. The work that I've been doing since like the beginning of the year, like I think what's interesting about my line of work and also like the unique role that I have, it's very like calendar dependent, and the type of work and busyness and like engagements are very up and down throughout the year. Like I don't have set tasks that I'm doing every single week. It's very dynamic and changing. So like before the holidays, it was all focused on specific policy engagements because I am a policy analyst. I work for a research institute and I'm on a team of researchers, So I work with like a senior researcher on a certain topic, but I'm like the policy point person for that. But because my role's on the research team, when I'm not doing or like working on specific events or pushing for policies or engaging around like forums or anything, I'm like supporting on the research. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a lull or a slower time. It's just a very different style of work than like in November when we were really busy and constantly on calls and connecting with people and planning events gearing up for COP. So now what I've been working on this month mostly is just like independent research projects. Like I don't even have that many meetings around it, and it's very much like I'm, you know, kind of working at my own pace and like gathering. I'm working with other people on it, and like we have people supporting us on it too that I'm supervising and stuff. That's why it just hasn't been as exciting to vlog. I've literally just spent the workday just like at my desk doing research, writing, reading a lot of articles. Yeah, so most of my vlogging, like what I want to update you on is like, you know, moving stuff. So also I just got something about the social team wants me to look over something before they publish it. Hold on, please hold. Okay, anyway, I had like tentative plans with a friend tonight, and also you guys know I'm like trying to make plans and have a balance of like social time because I have limited time here, but also like getting things done and having time to pack and get everything in order for myself. I had tentative plans with a friend this evening, and I was like, okay, like obviously I'd love to hang out, but frankly like I don't really just want to go to a bar and spend money on drinks that we do all the time. Like I'd rather do something more just like fun, even a gallery, museum, something like that. And so we looked on NYC Must See Week, which is, it's like Broadway week, but for other kind of attractions and events and things. So it's basically like 2-for-1 tickets on a whole bunch of different experiences. If you're visiting New York or if you live here, it's such a good opportunity to go to things that you normally wouldn't. Like you don't want to pay $90 for a ticket, but if you do the 2-for-1 during January, I think it goes to like February 2nd or 6th or something, early Feb, then you can get it for half price. We were looking through it and we were like talking on the phone. I was like joking, and this is not even something that I've like had on my list or knew that it existed in New York City, but I was like, we could do this spy experience where you get like a spy profile and go through a spy course. And she was like, wait, that would actually be iconic, and that's a memory that we're going to hold dear for many years to come. We're doing this, it's called Spyscape NYC. It's like a touristy Times Square thing. We're just gonna have fun with it. So that's what we're doing tonight. Instead of going to, well, we're still gonna meet at a bar before and like do a happy hour drink. Dry Jan idea, if you just need something to do that's not just eating and drinking in New York, because I know that's like a common complaint that people make. There's so many things to do though. A lot of them are pricey, but like for opportunities like this, you get 2-for-1, might as well. But also like for certain observatories, viewpoints, like you can go to Top of the Rock, I think is on there. I'm already layered up. I put a heat tech shirt under this, and this is a pretty thick sweater. It doesn't really look it, but also this wasn't necessarily on my list, but we're gonna go to a bar that I have bookmarked for some reason. I have a million bookmarks. I should like make those public and share them with you guys or something. And then one day your map just looks like this. So we're going to a place called Tanner Smith's before. And then Spyscape. I keep saying Skyscape. Catch us literally like dodging lasers. Cheers. Your last evening. My last tea at this one bar that we came to. Some of us are daintier than others.
Have you ever been to space? What did you like about it?
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I went to the moon last
Now
year.
remove your finger from
They just cut you off.
analyzing results.
I smiled a lot.
In the blind task, I didn't detect smiling, blinking.
Me in the
or
background.
hesitating.
The
All
mean girl's
classic
mom.
signs of lying. Are you sure you're alive?
Wow, she's a
Before
liar.
we begin,
This is
Hit the start
so...
button to start the game.
Here we go. Yes, it is 10:45 a.m. on Thursday, and I'm making a grilled cheese for some reason. I don't know what's going on, you guys. My grocery food situation is just all sorts of out of whack. I don't want to be fully stocking my fridge because I need to get rid of things. But I don't really have breakfast food right now. What a beautiful grilled cheese she is, though, for gluten-free bread, vegan cheese and butter. Yeah, I didn't even have a full dinner last night because I ran out the door. I ended up having like a last minute work inquiry that I had to respond to before leaving for that spy thing, which was so cool, by the way. I thought it was more of like just like a fun adventure experience, but it really was a museum, and they had so many interesting exhibits like going through the history of like notorious spies both for the US and against the US, and then some like different experiences. Like it was, I thought that it might be a little more geared towards kids, but they really did a good job of making it like stuff for kids but also really interesting for adults. So highly recommend Spyscape. It was really high tech too. Like they had wristbands that you just scanned into every like experience, and it built your profile and stuff. And tonight is the night we're seeing Hamilton on Broadway, you guys. I'm so stoked. And then with that, I'm heating up a little mug of bone broth. I got this from Trader Joe's, and it's kind of nice how it's just like in this pourable bag. I got it with the idea that maybe I'll make chili with it or just drink it, and it's just great because it has protein and it's good for you and your gut health. Bone broth is great to drink, especially like when you're cold and it's winter and you just want to sip on something warm, but it's actually like really good for you. And great grilled cheese combo because I don't have any other soup. So let's give it like 20 seconds. Back from Hamilton. It was so good, and just like so, you know when you just like don't think something's gonna be emotional for you, and then you're there and you're like, oh, this is so beautiful. It was great. It's so hard not to compare it to the original Broadway cast because like that's all of the music that I've listened to is just the original cast, and like what I've seen, I've only seen the recording of the original cast. It was nice to like see some different spins on like intonation and how they approach different scenes and everything. Overall, well done performance. A couple people were stand-ins in the main cast. I think it was Burr and Eliza. The man who played George Washington, I have the playbill somewhere. He was so insanely good. Like his voice, some of the notes he hit like at the end of songs, insane. Like even better than the man in the original cast, if I do say so myself. So he was like the standout for me. Really glad I got to experience Hamilton live at last after all these years. Another day that just like came and went like that. Like I looked back at this week, the fact that it's Friday tomorrow is like mind-boggling. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm like starting to feel stressed already. I didn't get to the gym. I didn't get to actually packing anything today. I was just trying to cram in like emailing back and forth and coordinating logistics of like forms that I need to fill out and setting up utilities for my new apartment, and there's just, it never ends, it feels like, with just like the amount of logistics that I have to figure out for this move. I don't know, it's just a lot that obviously moving requires a lot of moving parts, but when you're doing it by yourself, it just can overwhelm you sometimes. So I needed to like take a breath, but we're getting there. I set up my utilities today. I still need to set up my gas account, I think. because they like something was weird on their website and it wasn't like recognizing the address. But whatever, we'll figure that out tomorrow. I'm gonna get there after their leasing hours, so I had to like go back and forth about that. But yeah, I think I've decided that I'm gonna take the train down on Saturday after the movers pick up everything here and I turn in my keys and leave. Sorry that I'm gonna repeat this shit for the next week and beyond probably. But yeah, I'm feeling kind of nostalgic. I need to get to sleep. It's like 11 something and I still want to read my book and wash my face, and I definitely need to work out tomorrow, but like, when is that gonna happen? Good night. Taking a lunch break workout time since I didn't get to yesterday, and I just drank a little bit of pre-workout. I'm wearing Hoka's. I'm gonna go do some cardio on the treadmill and some upper body arm workout, and hopefully be back in like 30 to 40 minutes. We're gonna make it a speedy one. Logged off of work like an hour ago. It's 6:30 and I'm finishing up getting ready. We have our karaoke room from 9:30 to 11:30 at Goldie's in Brooklyn, and we're going to hang out at my friend's apartment before, and then we'll get to the bar a little bit early. So I'm excited. It'll be nice to like get everyone together. This is definitely an outfit that I've worn many times. This bodysuit is actually quite warm even though the neck is exposed, but it's like this sweater material from Abercrombie. It's big on me, so I have to like keep tucking it in, and it bunches weird, but we do what we can. We roll the sleeves, we make do. I need to put on jewelry. I think I'm gonna do silver and leather pants. I'm putting on a scarf to like cover my exposed skin and hopefully not tangle my hair too much. I've tucked it in. So I'm gonna do the puffer, lock in the warmth. I love this thing. It's from Urban Outfitters. If you're not a newly subscriber, it's still purchasable online. I think they have some other colors, but I love the lilac, and it's so fun to have like a pop of color in my very neutral wardrobe. I don't know if I'm gonna get any clips from the evening from karaoke. If I do, they will end the vlog, and otherwise I will see you guys next week for my last week in New York City. Wow, a week from tomorrow. Like tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be a week until I move. Scary. If I think about it too much, I'm gonna get stressed, so we're just gonna not think. Bye, have a good weekend, don't think.
And you thought he was cute before, look at this, he come tell me he broke.